For pictures of kids or pets, you may want to set the camera's Kids and Pets Scene Mode. For more control over the camera's functions, you'll want to set the camera's Shutter Priority Mode. You may want to use the flash. You might want to use the camera's Drive Mode function. You may want to set the ISO. You might need to set the manual focus. And as always, you'll need to set an appropriate white balance. Let's get started by setting the appropriate scene mode. Change your mode dial to SCN. In the back, use the control dial to change the scene mode to Kids and Pets. The Kids and Pets scene mode will optimize the camera for taking pictures of kids and pets. By default, the flash is set to auto, ISO is set to auto, and so is white balance. You can change the flash setting by pressing the flash button right here, but you won't be able to change the ISO and white balance settings. For more control over the camera, go ahead and choose the camera's Shutter Priority Mode. Change the mode dial to TV. TV stands for time value, and the Shutter Priority Mode allows you to set the proper shutter speed while the camera sets an appropriate aperture. Down here is the shutter speed currently selected, and you can use the ring in the front of the camera to change this setting. I'll change this to about 400. That should be plenty fast to stop any kind of movement with fast-moving subjects. You might want to set the flash. This will help illuminate the subject or reduce shadows in the subject's face, but it does have a downside as well. I'll get into that in a second. Go ahead and press the flash button or the right navigation button right here, and choose Flash On if you want to eliminate shadows in your subject, or if you just want to enhance the subject's face a bit. Press the Set button or give it a second to go away. Because these subjects move pretty fast and are not going to wait for you to take a picture, you might want to use the Continuous Drive function. Press the Function button right here to access the function menu. Press the Up navigation button to quickly access the Drive Mode function. And here you can use the Continuous Drive Mode or the Autofocus Continuous Drive Mode. Autofocus Continuous Drive Mode continuously autofocuses as the shutter button is pressed all the way down. This will slow down the rate at which pictures are taken. If you use the Continuous Drive Mode, the autofocus is locked from the first picture taken, so this will be a little bit faster. Either of these settings slow down drastically when using the flash. So when taking pictures of fast-moving targets, and you think you may want to use one of these options, you want to seriously consider whether you want to use the flash or not. I'll use the Continuous Drive Mode. Press Set to escape the function menu, and I'll turn the flash off in order to speed up the frame rate. Because I'm not using the flash, I might need to increase the ISO. This depends on how much light is in your scene. If you're outdoors, a low ISO setting such as 100 or 200 should be just fine. However, if you're indoors or in a low light situation, such as a very cloudy day, then you may want to increase the ISO. Press the Function button to access the function menu. Go back down to the top function, which is ISO, and use the control dial to move this up. I'll set the ISO to 200 to see if that's high enough. Before I escape the function menu, I'll go down to set the white balance. Use the control dial again to set the appropriate white balance. Again, I'm assuming we're outdoors for this demonstration, so I'll set mine to daylight. If you are indoors, you're not using the flash, you may need to use tungsten or fluorescent. If you are going to use the flash, you can set the flash white balance. Now I'll press the Set button to escape the function menu, and I'll press my shutter button halfway to see whether the ISO is properly set. As you can see, the aperture selected by the camera is f2.0, which is the widest aperture possible. Also, it's in orange, which means the camera is not getting enough light with the current settings, so I'll need to increase the ISO. Press the Function button to access the function menu. Go up to ISO, and I'll use my control dial to boost this up to 800. Press the Function button again to exit the function menu. Now I'll press the shutter button halfway again to see if it's a little bit better. Now the aperture selected is f2.8. It's in white, which means I'll have a balanced exposure, so this is great. Digital cameras have a very hard time focusing on moving targets, so you might not be able to lock focus, in which case you can set the manual focus. Press the manual focus button or the left navigation button right here, and use the control dial to select manual focus, then press set. Now I can use the control dial to move this up to the approximate distance between the camera and the subject. I'll set mine to about 5 feet. Now I can go ahead and compose the image in the screen the way I like it. Press the shutter button halfway just to lock the exposure, and then I'll press the shutter button the rest of the way and hold it down to continuously take pictures. As long as the shutter button is held down, the camera will continue to take pictures.